Pirate Transportation Network. But you hear drivers more around and so my car no ye wo garage obabefa car na nopa enwumre na odiaba obi nso ye party a anase ayefo no omutimi ba ebe rent car no na mepa mucha driver for no ye pe obi a ne license no ekọ anim wasan wo experience more ye wo security for a omoye background check driving license no ntimba che obi onim se the driving license and original no ye behwehwe mu ntino bibisa anan so a mpacha won mo ahye so telephone number is 0242824969 0242824969 so aketua no emu udu
ebusa for more about SVTV Africa so nim say ban social issues entertainment and sports at SVTV Africa safino we near boy channel no so dey obe so subscribe to your channel na subscribe in the good screen so no o click adoma na also na do samia so a na wa share no wa drop comments any atem didi ya ka say platform we dey open over so obetimi afre tfm DJ nya before me share me chat na se no mamenda me sponsors Golden distributor in Ghana they about for from US to Ghana we are Golden Raglan and more Golden Victory short no ko na ko pebi na to mo ye friends mo ye ko mo printing tade am here quality shirt mo pese mo print woman am pese mo hye no as a uniform no mo fa mo ni nhye adabraka wholesale price on e wo betimi ato bebre ebi akutu akoton enye sika wo ho for only check Golden distributor in Ghana no size. Bossman, how be you?
Cool, yourself?
I dey cool, everything cool.
Everything cool.
Nice one. What be your name?
Big Fee.
Big Fee.
Yeah.
But what be your real name?
Langford Fifi Kwapon.
Langford Fifi
Kwapon.
Where are you from? Where?
Born in Cape Coast.
Oh, same fancy.
Yeah, fancy. Boko.
I can fancy pa.
Kakaka, at least, yeah.
Manage. Oh, okay. So back in here, and what did you do?
Okay, I'm into building consultation, like general architecture and construction, doing quantity surveying services, and architectural services as well.
Oh, that's so cool. So how long have you been doing this?
Almost, let's say, right after I came out of my mom's belly, because I've always been seeing this architectural stuff in the house. My dad is a professional quantity surveyor, so he used to quantify a whole lot of projects. So I grew up seeing this. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So as the boy for Central region, be there you grew for
a bit in Central region. I mean, just the minor stages, and then came to Sunyani. Sunyani, I just remember Fiapre and then Area 4. Yeah, those are places that.
So
yeah, that's exactly where I actually grew up.
So you remember where you schooled, like SHS and all that?
Yeah, I do.
Where? Which school?
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews.
Yeah. That's Presec Legon.
Presec Legon. You remember the year you finished?
The year I finished.
Because your mates go to watch you.
Yeah. I think I finished like 2002.
So after school, what's up?
Well, after school, I just jumped right into my profession after school. Yeah, because I used to practice with my dad even during off-school days. So it was like, it was an activity that was set up for me to go through. So I've been in the construction industry, yeah, from right.
So
after
you
school.
work with your, so it's a family business or it's your own
Not
business?
Not a family business. It's my own firm.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad has also got his firm, which I'm currently like working hand in hand with him, but he's currently on pension, so I just take off the workloads. Yeah, but I still manage my own firm.
But aside this architecture estate thing that you're talking about, aside that, what else do you do? Aside
that, it's music.
So you're a musician. What kind of music do you do?
I love hip hop, and I do hip hop music, and I've done a couple of Afrobeat tunes. Yeah, but that's to relate more with the Ghanaian culture. You understand? Yeah. Before I spice it up with the hip hop. Yeah.
So what inspired you to do music?
Okay, way back in high school, I was an entertainment prefect.
Okay.
In GSTS. Takrady. Yeah, I was an entertainment prefect. So it's like the music is a passion. It just builds up in me. It just keeps ringing. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm in to change the game. So I know the cats are listening. They have to get the message. I'm in to change the game. You know, I've been mixed with hip hop culture in America because I manage artists in America, which I still do whilst I'm here. So hip hop actually, I think Sarkodie said they came from Africa when he did that song with Ace Hood or something like that, right? Yeah, but they are actually not living the hip hop the way it should be. You understand? Hip hop is your life. If I should steal from my mom's purse, I have to say it on the record. That's hip hop. The life that you live. If I sell crack, I have to say it. But mind you, the feds might be listening, so you have to. It's got a language control. You know, you can put it in so many ways to beat the feds or anything. It's the life that you are living. You just make a whole picture of it. That's hip hop. I came from the blocks all the way in the slum. Where am I headed towards? What's the dream like? What do I want to achieve? I'm here begging on the streets. This is where my life started. So on the record, I make reference to that and where I'm going. That is hip hop. But Ghanaians haven't gotten it yet. So I'm in to change the game.
Okay. So do you have your music out? When you first released your first single, do you have some albums out already?
Yeah, I made a first album whilst I was back in the States. Yeah, I came down, did a couple of records too. I did most of them in the States, but I did a couple of records too with Neptunes in Tema. Yeah, but that was my first album. The title was Riches in My Dreams. But let's take it like I don't have an album because there were a few circumstances that didn't really make me express hip hop the way that I wanted to. You understand? So I kind of didn't put much focus in promoting that album because the elements that Ghanaians have to feel, it was not in it. That's because I was a bit of depressed state and not my normal self. So I didn't really have that focus. But now I'm out of depression. So what I'm giving Ghanaians now is a true living story. What I'm going through, what I'm doing, everything that is happening. And I've got cats and dogs. The dogs will bark, the cats are going to meow. So I'm going to spice up the industry.
How long you go the state inside?
Okay, I think make I not talk much on how long I've been there, but I'll just make I say I come back like 5-6 years ago.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Yankee there, now we stay today.
I did New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
So what happened? Now you talk about life in New Jersey. They talk about depression and all that. Depression, how you all start and life there.
Before somebody goes into depression, something needs to hit you. Something needs to hit you. It has to affect you in a way. It has to give you some bruises. Or a feel some pain. That's what will slowly take you into depression, because depression is also a slow process. When it's coming, you wouldn't recognize it, but you just find yourself gradually going into it, right? So I had a baby. I had a baby with a girl, and she gave my son out to another person. So that was the pain that hit me. You understand? So it slowly drew me into depression.
What happened? Like what happened?
She was my high school girlfriend. So
then
that love affair was strong.
Okay.
You understand?
So how long you guys date?
Oh, since high school. Yeah, but when I came back from the States, it sparked up again. I think I came about 2-3 times and went back. You understand? So it was just starting to spark fire until we had our moments. I left back to the States, and then only to realize that she was pregnant and had already given birth, I think 6 months ago or so, like that. So, and unfortunately she didn't tell me initially about it until I had to stress on the issue to find out the details. So she confessed, and that was what it was.
You then the lady day where you pregnant, if I get you.
Yeah.
Then as you then you no see no sign say then somebody there.
She was just my baby girl. That's
okay,
all I
so
know.
what go fit happen where you go deal with woman where she dey love you then in day from high school, where you go pregnant, where she go born, then she go take go give somebody. So
I said, the affair had hiccups.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a continuous affair all the way from high school till I was back in the States. It had continuous hiccups. Like, so I came back, we kind of recovered the hiccup, and that's what happened. The baby was the result. And so the hiccups has always been there. So
you ever see your baby?
no, but I've had video calls with my baby. We've talked a lot on the phone. We've had video calls.
Your kiddie chop how many years?
He should be by 7 years now.
7 years.
Yeah.
So you didn't when was the last time you didn't talk?
That was, I think, about a year or a year and a half ago.
No,
Not exactly 2.
Okay. But you named the kiddie.
No, not me named the kiddie. The
So
kiddie not get my name.
So somebody else will get them.
Yeah.
But as what the woman, what the kiddie mother told you? What he told you?
Well, we had chats, conversations, like I could feel her emotions, you understand? And I wouldn't call it a mistake. It's never a mistake because, you know, a baby is a blessing, you understand? We all had our, how do I put it, crooked ways, you understand? Yeah, but it happened, and for me to get out of depression, I had to express all my feelings out and then face life as it is. So that's
as the depression come for Yankee there, what you do?
Well, I left New Jersey, right? I had to meet a friend up to discuss some construction issues in Maryland. We had recently won a contract somewhere in Ghana, so I had to go and do the architectural drawings, right? But it was setting in gradually. Yeah, he didn't notice it, so he was like, "Fee, come over, let's do." And for the sake of the record, his name is David. David, he's a very good friend of mine. I went to high school with him because he was in the process when I had to go to the hospital and everything. David was the one who came checking up on me and all that. So I went back to Maryland and I was with David. Like, that's not my first time of going to David's end in Maryland. But I was like, Dave, no, make a go bed hotel. I don't want bed this place. I dey feel like, say, I won't day alone. That was the gradual stages. Dave did not notice it. He's like, oh, okay, me fear or honor banana also because that hotel. Okay, fine, go to the hotel. So I went to Hilton Hotel. It's one of the expensive hotels in America. Got an expensive suite for myself. I wanted to be alone. And the job was such that we had to also present our certificates. Like, I have my building technology certificates from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So I had all those stuffs in my bag together with my passport, right? So the earlier stages I was in the hotel, I had lighter on me because I used to take some sour diesel a lot, so I had a lighter on me. So I was in my hotel and then I set my tech certificate on fire. The real one, I just set it on fire. Then the next thing was my passport. I set my passport on fire. So this is me, fucked up in America. I don't have a passport. So what am I going to do? I had no control of what I was doing. Those were the early stages. I had no control, but I was starting to mess up. I get to the hotel restaurants. I eat food probably about $15, $20, and then I tip the waiter like $200. You understand? I spent about almost $40,000 within 3 or 5 hours.
Wow. Depression.
Giving some out. Like, I meet somebody, if I feel like that person is really on the low and needs some, I just take out, then I give out. So those were the stages, and at that time I had a lot of money on me. I messed everything up. I was supposed to get a school bus for my uncle. Yeah, he was also talking to me. That's my best uncle, even to know, for the record. Yeah, I wouldn't mention his name but his son also does music in London. That's my cousin. His name is Rhino. So I messed up. He sent me money to also buy the bus. I also messed up that money. You understand? Things were just not hitting up and making just rough expenses and all that. Those were the early stages. Then I saw the American flag at the Hilton Hotel. When I came out of my room that night, I took down the flag and then I set American flag on fire. America, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. So I set the American flag on fire. And things started to be intense. Dave tried to check up on me. He came to the hotel. I had already left the hotel. You understand? That was in the evening because he was trying to reach me on phone. I wasn't really picking up any calls. And then I went to a McDonald's in Maryland. I started playing with fire like that too. So set a paper cup on fire. And I think they didn't really get the news. Well, most of them think I really burnt down the whole McDonald's. I mean,
that was what I heard too.
Yeah, but I was still charged for arson. And I could have faced about 35 years. You understand? But this is America. Like, the system is really working. The system is actually working. They noticed that I was going through something. So I was even sent to a correctional facility. I didn't stay in the correctional facility for more than a week because they had already detected that I was going through something.
This Grace Parish Shea Butter Hair Growth. It's been 4 months now I started using it and it's actually improved on my hair. I used to have short hairs, but because of Grace Parish Shea Butter, I now have long hairs and it's flourishing. So I recommend Grace Parish Shea Butter for everybody. It's a Ghana-made product. We have it nationwide.
My friends used to ask me why I have long hair and very dark hair. Of late, I used to have dandruff in my hair and very, very short hair. It goes off very easily. But when I started using Grace Parish Shea Butter for hair growth, my hair has become very, very soft and long too, as you can see. And it's very, very dark and strong.
First, and then you'll be a material to me full so I make a saluma yes repena atete. And Madam Fubina recommended Grace Parish Shea Butter for natural hair growth and mommy. Na me use suyen and pa abuame. A mama material I soft. As so I tente. Into me recommended Grace Parish Shea Butter Emma Obibia.
Na me skin me just say you tracy basasi. I would recommend the imam Grace Parish Shea Butter. E kama so we dey me kala na na. So
then come with and can't take me with and take me go to the hospital where then she said no, fees probably emotionally stressed, is actually going through something. So then figure out everything where I mean then check me, my doctor, Dr. Said, Clifton T. Perkins Hospital in Maryland. He took care of me and they dropped the arson charges. In court, they dropped it against me. I met the judge. The judge was like, "You're a handsome man. We've checked your records online and we noticed that you do build houses in Ghana. You've written a couple of books online. So we kind of put 1 and 2 together and we knew things were not really right. So they threw the case out. And I think most people in America, that time the news had hit New Jersey because remember I was controlling the streets in New Jersey. I had all these cats out in the studio working. I was working with Young Merits and Luz. I had them putting out records. We were working. So like they couldn't figure out what was happening to Fee. It was like almost a year and a half I was missing in action. But I was from the correctional facility taken to the hospital and I stayed in the hospital for almost a year and then some few months.
Correctional facility is jail.
Well, I wouldn't term it as jail. And to sense I wouldn't. What I say, I had they are not correcting anything. Like it's a pity what Ghana is going through because Ebi Kwampa Obi Dajo Krano. It's a depression issue which has led him to go and do something. What I say, I don't think the hospitals are also working good enough. You understand? We need to really address this issue. I'm surprised because it's a lot of people on the streets. Not everybody on the streets is actually mad in the head. You understand? he probably needs a little medication or something like that, and then, but Ghana, they don't have their eyes on the health facility. Trust me, I've been to the health facilities, right? Because I wanted to propose an architectural design and a layout that will help people suffering from such problems. Because me being in Clifton T. Perkins Hospital in America, just the hospital facility is a healing process for me. I'm seeing art on the wall. They noticed that I started to write music, so they surrounded me with other musicians at that place. We go play basketball. You know, it's a whole healing process. You understand? So Ghana is really not doing that. When you see the health facility, it's already in the wrong state.
After passing through all these things for there, you said the judge threw out your case.
Yeah.
Then what them tell you? Say they deport you, or they ask you what they tell you? They deport you come Ghana?
I was never deported. You know, facts don't lie. My mark shot should have been online if my case wasn't thrown out. You can check my mark shot online and there's no picture there. It's just my name, because they realized that it wasn't an act that I intended to do.
So what them tell you?
If you are a criminal, your face is, your mark shot is really going to be out there. And I know American girls kind of like those mark shots that come out. They would have loved mine though, because my hair was really bushy, looking real African, you know. So
what them tell you? Then why you come Ghana? What them tell you?
The judge was like, you are going through a state of depression. You need your family around you. Is your mom in America? No. Is your dad in America? No. Who are you with in America? I'm with my lovely auntie, Mama Jane. And I love Mama Jane so much because she was there through all the process. You understand? Always leaving New Jersey to Maryland and stuff like that. So the judge was like, let me help you through this. Just my advice is for you to go back to Ghana and then go be with your family, like your mom, your sisters. Enjoy that kind of vibe, enjoy that kind of love. And I think it was a healing process because I hung out with my sisters, had a little more dinners with my mom, which I don't usually do. They don't even see me in the house at all, you understand? But I had that kind of vibe, and I think it was a healing process.
You talk say you burn your passport.
Yeah.
Passport na share Ghana passport another.
I know they minka. For the sake of the record, they minka.
Oh no, but them there. Oh, a passport na share. Even passport na share. But them there share Ghana passport and F.
And I share American passport.
And to a one or simple.
Now what if there?
I share passport.
What if there? On your American or on your Ghana passport?
Even passport na share.
I wouldn't disclose that.
No, because me based on maybe based on point I had to buy. Instead of people there, a ship passport. Into a passport. So I'm building a point.
Yeah.
Into a ship passport.
Maybe the type of passport that I bent, they will hear it on a record. Like I said, I'm here for hip hop. I'm doing real life music. And if you watch, I'm working with Chimney Crane.
Then about Ghana, what are there? It's judge, you know, although passing process there. Okay, because of what you are passing through and all that, you know. Bragana. I
applied for a new passport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you apply for a new passport.
Yeah.
Oh, USO.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what the man wanted to buy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then process na ko munyi na depression state na no. Na abofa de ma no nebusuafo no wonyim.
It's only between me and it's only between me and my baby mama. Ne mama obiara ni.
Obi anyim. No so nyim there pass through AE.
No, she kind of lost contact with me, so she might put together one or two, and I think there on my Instagram post now, I have a lot of followers on Instagram, but the radius there is mostly Americans because I was making some kind of funny post. Yeah, I can even come and post something and then just curse, but you know the curse is normal to somebody living in America, but somebody in Ghana that might be following me will see there. Something is, if you are really smart, you can read through the game and then know that something really went wrong at this stage. As I said, and if she might seen anything, then probably through my post or something. And as I went missing, you try to put all the pieces all together, it should make sense.
Wow. It's open them no parents or Ghana. What TBB them try the one bekasa and baby. One because one T or US one T. But I'm so info. It's not it's mean you papa kasa na parents no ma me na anyone kasa.
Yeah, na me all the time my dad used to call me and pray with me. Yeah, my dad always wrote down a prayer, a different prayer for each and every day that I was there for almost a year and a half. Every day he wrote a different prayer. And every day he called me and then we spoke on the phone.
Yeah, I'm sure about depression. Now I go through them. Depression by yatiti bi wagana ha in your funny face mona few ones I could depression mo. Otimi me dey be commit suicide bibi them.
Oh, I have suicidal issues. You know, my cousin in London, his name is Jason. He also used to do music. He had a car accident and he died on my sister's birthday. That time, I think that I was back in Ghana. And before even me go through all those processes, my other cousin, who is Zeddy, he's also doing music in London. He called me that he was going to come to Ghana with Jason on this date, and then we were going to meet. Until me buy na Chebiana, Jason and Swinya accident. It was just suicidal thoughts running through my head.
No bad in a.
I just stay in my Benz and then put up that Tupac music so loud. And sometimes I put some hits in me, you understand? Then just
hit in you. Naturally, you'll be an ankasana show that.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You know, when you go through depression, you try to look for answers. But it might not be your real state of mind. Maybe I made Juhan more brain beer. He may offer me, but in my normal state, I don't drink alcohol, but I'll take it in that state and then drink it because I'm in an uncomfortable zone. Sometimes it's like a joyful zone. Sometimes it's like an uncomfortable zone. If it's a joyful zone now, you will try to be more joyful. You understand? Oh, cigarettes now I've smoked before. Yeah, man.
And depression weed then oil. Then
what would I say? At the point it kicked me out of depression. A deep state of depression where when I was really having the suicidal thoughts. You understand? Because I was in that low mood. So it's kind of gave me a little upliftment. But I wouldn't advise it though, because that kind of upliftment may be too high. You know, depression is how do I put it? Let me just draw this, right? You really need to be at this state. Not too low and not too high. Like
so you have to be in the middle.
Yeah. To have control of yourself.
Wow. Yet depressions kakra yet today like you always have to have people around you. How true is this?
Yeah, you need to have people around you, but not everybody around you, because not everybody understands the state of depression. Like many interviews say if I'm in a state of depression, you are doing an interview for your show and you know how you run it. I may probably be in a different state of mind, wanting to put you in a different direction, which may not. But Miss Menembekasan, you may be like, hey, be a foolish boy. Sorry if you have no. I don't want to. But you need that patience to know, say, this guy is actually in a different state of mind. In terms of the trouble, okay, you know, it's a cross stages, and Mama Jane is the best. Mama Jane, you baby, how do they call it? A facility to help in mental health, and you should come and head it because you took care of me so good in the States. Yeah, so it needs that comfort kind of care.
Wow. Now, open them no, so a refugee no padis were home and full all this while until a back and if you go straight and the back Ghana.
No, me walk Hokakra, like I went back to New Jersey. I met back with young merits, like we were back vibing, like, yo, Fee, what happened? Where have you been? I was like, man, I've been in a dark place. Marco dark place, so I'm now out. He's like, let's put that energy together. Let's do this music. And I'm like, but this is what the judge suggested, and the state that I'm going through, I'm not really happy with it, because in my normal state, I wouldn't go doing all the things that I did. So I have to go to be with my family. It was like, you know, on no records now, because they had records with me that I had not released yet. So they were in a confused state. Like, we were about to shoot videos and all these things happened. So what are we going to do? I'm like, you let me get to Ghana. But when I get to Ghana, we'll put 1 or 2 together and then.
But the man they called Dīpression at the buyer, who they be as a few or in the past through all these things, this is your kiddie, where all these things come. They never confront the woman, as I know, so you're there, lost the work to find out DNA test on all those things.
The woman was in Ghana. Woman on America or Ghana.
Oh, it's me Kenya, it's Besiana, okay, on it's Besiana, some Kenya, woman de Ghana.
Ghana here.
And not be America. Oh, Charlie, when you make them talking, make I take you go America and all that. So that means you prep the girl for where you go Babylon.
Yeah.
So you prep the girl for where you go Babylon, no? Where the girl take go give somebody else.
Yeah.
So
no honey was just communication,
oh,
like yeah.
So how he break the news give you? He just call you, tell you, say no be your kiddie.
No, text message like, Fee, this is your baby, but due to this and this and that, which I've poured everything on the song because I had to get it out of me.
Oh, okay. Based on this and that. But how easy is this? It's not. It not be small thing. How onya zibe oye easy there. And you be able to say no be your but that will be. Fantastic. No, one can say everyone can cry it as a.
Miss Mentasi.
Remember, nice that will be. Agreement no. Oh yeah, then blood is thicker than water. So you know, oh yeah, then before no because say me ban na dey mo bia on what grounds? Nje by ehuna.
Oh, we met a couple of times.
Okay, iti ohun no then.
I saw videos of my boy. Yeah, that was just it.
Iti abafama kasa ubana kasa ehun.
Me so no mu ye. Me feeling ye.
Wow. Na obisa family no so alcohol like wonyimu.
No, me nko ho. Ba ne mama joni onimi. Ba me nko ho.
Wow. Asemo ide me humus na mechanic, but all the same, you know. Oba Ghana 5 years ago nti Oba I won't go back to the States.
That mean go back to the States.
Is it like to see and you are blocked from going back to the States?
No, I've not been blocked from going back to the States. I have a lot of projects that I'm doing right now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mention names, but I'm working.
So right now, no, I'm busy with Ghana crime.
I'm busy with Ghana. I've got a lot of business to take care of back in America. So not anytime soon, but I'll definitely go back.
Power Jet car battery, power. Okay. The Roxanne Ventures, some normally Power Jet car battery by our main office was Sharon Sport, Tamalashibi. Sana battery no, and also price no so powerful. About 5 years warranty. Maybe I'll be copy of my car battery. Be I'll be Power Jet car battery. I'm on ton crab can full Power Jet car battery. I'm also to NFS strongest car battery in town. Car size plate. Be on be called Nako Pepinato. Power Jet car battery. Power. Power. But buy no treatment be wa ha and the counseling be wa ha and bad or yeah with the indro no man
I think I'm going through a healing process by myself. Yeah, I'm not allowing the things to eat me up. Like it's more details to this my baby issue, but then at the right time or hit me now or depress me, I'll let it out on a song. That's just how I'm moving.
Eba Ghana see say you be enya be see afofra.
Nchewala me ba hu de Mikuta company.
Say Mikuta company
but company no dey or a business company.
Na che dey mebo. Na che dey say nya obi fufra at least say na I okay.
Oh no.
Like depression
no, depression is not something that can really go out from you fully. Anything can kick it up.
Okay.
But you just have to fight with your mind. Like once in a while, obiara or the passion actually. So if like sometimes most of my clients wonder there, Fifi, why are you doing like I'm working with you. I saw your music video. Like I'm kind of confused. You are doing a great job for me though, but I'm also hooking you up with so many people now. You're also doing music. How do I explain this when some of these people also see this? But the godly thing in me is my passion for music. If I don't tap into it, I would always be depressed that there is no way of jumping out of that clothes.
The music and also no or reduce,
but I can't also do the music too much. Okay. Because the type of music that I do, I put my emotions in the song. It's me getting too much, like feel talking of the fact there, ni baby ni say then na miracle too much. It can easily let me go off. You understand? So I need to. I didn't have a personal manager, but I had to take a manager because of this. You saw him with me. Yeah, so when he knows that, the music is going too much. You've worked a little bit on the music. Let's put the music off. Okay, go back to the project that you were doing here and then see to how the construction is going. Let's do that for probably a week or two before you come back and then come and work on the music process. Until he is the one that's always giving me the guidelines.
Yeah, about CCR. CCR the album out and the singles be about mine CCR or fly.
Okay, me the singles, that's my baby featuring Chimney Crane.
CCR promoting.
No, that's the initial. I just left it in the way for people to have a vibe of me. You understand? A vibe of the whole story. Now CCR, I need to go details into the story. Into mine Dadio Panka Kasai and Yapono. So I put them on a remix with Chimney Crane. And we made my baby song more detailed. Yeah, so I'm hoping there, if all should go well by in a few months, I wouldn't specify, in a few months we should drop the video for my baby remix. But we already have the video for my baby out. I'm trying to talk to my son. You understand? I'm not going in there to go fight, here's this my boy. No. I'm coming from a different perspective. I'm a genius. He will definitely grow up having that kind of genius mind. And he looks just like me. So I'm just tapping into his brain to remind him of a few moments that we had. So when you listen to the record, like Yapono just hints that the video calls that we used to have. And if you should look in our faces, there is no difference.
For passion, because you are
yeah, music is just my passion. Like I'm telling you, I go deep into music. I dive real deep into music. So in Ghana, hip hop is really not what it should be. You understand? And I'm bringing that passion here. You want to tell a story. Like my baby, although me and Afropop, but now I'm bringing out a new album. I wouldn't give the name of the album yet, but that album is fully hip hop. Although I've got some songs there that, like I told you, from my old album, I had Brazil. I wasn't so straight with myself when I did those records, but I still did a video in my depressed moment. My manager took care of me. He knew I was depressed, but the passion was gradually driving away the depression. Being in front of the camera and Bliss Drums directing me. You understand? That passion was just gradually driving out the depression. So they should wait on my album. It's fully hip hop. I'll really turn the culture and then let Ghana know how hip hop is really done. You understand? Yeah.
Type of music we do now, how you see them?
Like I tell you, I don't really pay attention to most of these songs.
Why?
Because my passion is with hip hop. I did Afro pop for my baby because the boy is born Ghanaian. I don't know what kind of vibe or energy he may be growing up with, right? Yeah, so I did that kind of vibe.
So like you only listen to hip hop songs?
Yeah, I listen to Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
Apart from hip hop, nothing else?
Apart from hip hop, nothing.
What be your social media handles and all that? If people want to go spy what you get, where they go get your track listen and all that?
Yeah, I mean, if they go to my Instagram wall, they're really going to see a couple of things, like some of the works that I've done with my American artists. They're going to see all of them there. So my Instagram is I am Big Fee.
I am Big Fee.
I am Big Fee. Spelled IAMBIGFEE. But my music name is actually spelled BIGGFEE.
Big Fee.
Much emphasis on the big.
Why Big Fee? You know Big too.
Which was an Arabic fancy.
No, you know Big. So why Big Fee?
Well, Big Fee because most of the cats that I worked with, I was born on Friday. That's Fifi. That's what they know me for. But like they know the kind of vibe that I bring, that kind of big brain. So they always add that big to.
Charlie, your last message. We advise you get what you passed through this depression thing, and what message you get out there for those two way. Then they face the same thing we do not know, or those two way if they face safer, what and what they for do.
Okay, first of all, when you are going through the stages of depression, definitely you wouldn't know. So you have to always keep your right hand man solid, because somebody is going to see that difference in you and say, no, Fee, you are not moving the right way. Kojo, something is actually happening. I know you always to take a bottle of Guinness and so that the expectation they are no, you know, some difference be bim. So you have to keep your right hand man. Somebody always has to be by your side, and then he is going to notice that difference, and then you tap into it. And also you have to tap into your passion. Everybody has got a passion. I don't know, somebody probably loves sex, so you just have to enjoy it more.
So if your passion is sex, you
just enjoy it. Yeah, that's life. That's life, you know. This is why my music is real, because I'm telling you reality.
So you know, I know say you love sex, so now your passion be sex, so you now you like
no,
sex.
No, I didn't
more.
say my passion is sex. So therefore tap into my passion. Me, my passion be music. I've always loved it, but I was kind of confused at a point in my life, like I'm doing architecture, some people don't like me doing music, they might probably not give me contracts, but these people can't do anything to save me when I go through depression. I have to save myself. So I tap into my passion. That is music. The life that I'm living, that is what I'm going to tell you on my new album. Everything that I do, like, it's raw like that. Teaching Ghana the hip-hop game. You understand?
Nice one. Who be your best hip-hop rapper for Ghana?
For Ghana, like I said, Chimney Crane, full stop.
Okay, better man said be and I'm supporting SVTV Africa. So I feel that we nearby channel no so I support it, subscribe it, click subscribe no so na drop comments. Here, wait me afraid 0244 790902 and 0240 677 898. You say a show we so there, yeah vibe. We speak English, we speak Pidgin, we speak Tree, we speak Ga and other local languages. Here blending. Me the technical boy, my bro for no 1111. You see, I know they speak plain English. Yeah, but I mix it in a way. But thanks so much for joining SVTV Africa. Let me thank my producers, DJ Click Sharon, from DJ Nyamusha Mukumaka said tour. No ma just to so tour. Macramo power just car battery power. Power go down distributor in Ghana, no size. Make
Frame ama Bruni. Me to we do work and I friend no Akutu Junction. Na me shop we dey no dey Oxford Herbs. We your friend en Krampan. En Krampan no. Eno na ya na egu kokoo so no aye se matches no. We ya wo adro pa. Enso wo dia awo adro no. Wo di bi be keke ka ho. Na wanoa na wanom. Esan so pama ho bone. We ye di dware nkwala. Akore ye wo na waye memremre no. Ni mu ye de haban ni bi ka ho. Na ye di adware no. Na ya ma ni bi ma wanom.